So, Fall is a kind of surprise film for me that was dropped in 2022 and directed by Scott Mann, or Mann. I don't know how you pronounce that last name. But this is streaming on Netflix currently. That's where I watched it. And it's basically a thriller about these two adventurous girls who decide to climb a TV tower that's 2,000 feet high as a thrill, and unfortunately end up being stuck up there because of circumstances, and they're basically trying to find rescue and trying to survive up there and find their way down. The trailers and all the advertisements that I saw pretty much play it out to be your standard thrill ride of a film, your standard suspense film, basically. And it was, I'd say, like 80%, it's exactly what you expect it to be. Now, it does have certain elements to it that make it a little bit more dramatic, and there's more, how should you say, there's elements that drive the story into a little bit more life or death, like make the consequences and the wanting these characters to survive stronger, you could say. There's also some things that happen at the beginning of the movie that act kind of like a precursor to reasons why these two girls wanted to climb this tower. So there's a little bit of exposition where it kind of explains things on what made these two young women make this decision and what inspired them, and why they want to do this. And there's a lot more explained and a lot more explanation and storytelling there rather than, oh, two girls decide to climb a tower. So they do a little bit more with that at the beginning, like I said. Some tragedy occurs and stuff like that. And I also, like, obviously, there's no tragedy movie that can just be, two girls get stuck on a tower and that's your whole movie, because you gotta add some other things to the plot, and dramatic elements and background stories going on, kind of thing. And it's 50-50 with this one. Either you're on board with everything or you're not, because a lot of things do come out of nowhere. A lot of story elements and plot twists come out of nowhere. There is a twist in the end that people are going to go with or not go with. Some people will find it stupid. Some people will find it intriguing. But it's definitely shot well. I loved the cinematography in this film. The actresses basically do as they're asked. They're not outstanding. They're not terrible by any means. They're very good. They're very believable, and they're very likable, both of them. And you're with them the whole way. And there's actually a father character as well that you're also with the whole way and the entire time, and he's very believable in his emotions. And it's powerful. Like there's really intense moments. If you're afraid of heights, then you're definitely gonna find this thrilling and maybe unwatchable, depending on how strong your fear of heights are. Because, like I said, the cinematography is outstanding when it comes to portraying the sense of fear, the sense of anxiety, and the sense of dread that you feel the characters going through on screen. And nothing is too far fetched. I mean, again, you're not going to have a disaster movie like this where it's completely not far fetched and the whole thing is believable, but it doesn't stretch your believability too much when it comes to, in my opinion anyway, when it comes to these women surviving. Yeah, obviously, they're not the strongest in the world, and sometimes they do things that would require a little bit more strength than they seem to have. But one girl in particular, Hunter. There's Hunter and oh shit, I'm forgetting the second one's name. The main girl, Hunter and Becky or Brady or something like that. I apologize. But Hunter's like the badass. She's the strong one, and she does some crazy like agility kind of stuff, and she's a good character. She's really fun to watch, kind of thing. Very good looking as well. Both of them are. And yeah, it's a thrill ride of a film, and it's shot very well for what it is. Now I'm assuming that they didn't actually have a tower that these girls are actually on and actually film them climbing it. I'm assuming a lot of green screen was done, but it's so well done that it doesn't look fake. Nothing looks fake in this film at all. The like it really captures your sense of panic, watching what's going on go on kind of thing. And it, 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 it takes you up and down with wondering, is this film going to end bleak? Or is this film going to end happy? Or is it going to end neutral? Like, where is this film going? Is it going to be happy? Is it going to be sad? You never know throughout the entire thing. And obviously, I'm not going to be saying it in this review. So, like I said, I expected something, and I got slightly better than expected, which it already met my expectations. So that slight increase in enjoyment just added to the experience. And I ended up giving this a 4 star because it was a very well done film for exactly the type of film that it is. And it gets its recommendation from me, especially being streaming at least on Canadian Netflix right now. So it's on there. Go check it out, or go check it out somewhere else if you can. And if I ever see this released on physical media, it's definitely one that I will pick up. I mean, it's kind of a opposite 47 meters down, you could say. I loved 47 meters down, but instead of underwater, you're all the way up on a tower. So, yeah, basically, if you like your suspenseful disaster type of movies, go check out Fall because it's not one to disappoint at all. Subscribe to Morgan Film Fan if you like to listen to my voice or if you like my film reviews. I'll be back with more soon, so stay tuned for those. Check out what's on the channel already. Stay tuned for what's coming, and until next review, have a good one. Take care and cheers.